Okay, lesson 2. Now I want to work on the C and G7 chord shapes. And we're going to use something we just learned in lesson 1. I'm going to start with a C chord, but when I want to go to the G7 chord, the G7 is fingered this way. So hey, what does that look like? It looks like the G chord using the second, third, and fourth fingers that we just used. Okay? If you're going to play a song with a G chord that goes to G7, then this is your choice of chord. Okay? And again, as I mentioned before, if you're going to be going back and forth between a C and a G chord, not that you can't learn to do it just fine with the other versions of the G chord, but you might decide that it's easier this way. It's sort of a personal choice. Okay? So if we start with the 2, 3, 4 version of the G chord for this exercise, that's what we want to do. Actually, the way I wrote the exercise, we're going to start on the C chord, and we're going to go back and forth between a C chord and a G7 chord. And here's the other cool thing is they're basically the same shape. It's just that these two fingers are going to move this way, and the first finger is going to move over a fret, or a string. So it's just the same shape. Here's C. I just expand the fingers outward for G7. Okay? So in exercise 1, as I've shown you before, I want to have you strum the C chord about 8 times. Basically, we're thinking about quarter notes, so 2 measures of C chord. That gives you time to think about the change to the G7. All right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, and back. Okay, in exercise 2, we're just going to cut it down to 1 measure, 4 strums each. So hopefully you're getting better at these chords as you practice this, and you're being able to change quicker. All right, so starting with the C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, this is the way you want to practice this stuff. Exercise 3, 2 strums each. It's getting quicker, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now I'm stopping just because that's enough demonstration, but I'm hoping you'll play this for a couple of minutes. That's how you get good at this stuff. Changing chords like this is not going to become a quick thing for you until you've done it a lot of times, okay? It may take you weeks, it may take you even a couple months to really get to where your chords can change quickly, okay? One last exercise. We're going to change on every strum, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. You want to get to where you can change quickly like this. It takes time. Here's a tip for you too. Sometimes I break chords apart when I'm working on them. Like, for instance, if I got the C chord and I'm trying to go to G7, well, how about if I just practice this part of the chord? I'm going to forget about that finger for right now and just go back and forth. Just getting used to moving those 2 fingers. Okay? Sometimes it's very helpful to just break a chord down like that and to just practice a part of the chord and the part of the chord moving to part of another chord rather than the whole thing, all right? Sometimes just little sections of a chord need work, and it will help you in the long run to be able to play that chord better, all right?